Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, don't worry about her. Come up. My aunt just heard about the kind of therapy we're doing, and that it's not going too bad. She's never been a huge fan of shrinks, you know. She's kind of a sore loser, but she'll definitely get over it. She'd been complaining about how you're always late, too.
You've never been a fan of shrinks either.
Well, since we're rewriting my memories, why not do one more? Ugh! That's how you fix things. By offering to help me. Over and over again. But... But do I deserve that help? Huh? Do I deserve it? Don't I deserve to rot in jail? Hmm? Or an insane asylum? Or maybe... Maybe I should have jumped off a bridge. I'm dangerous. It'd be better for everybody.
It might not seem that way with many people, but we're all a bit broken inside, and we all deserve help.
The sheriff is out to get me. I don't blame him. Faye, Jenny, Samuel, Esther.
When they searched your car, no bodies were found. They might still be alive. Tell me all about Faye. Even the smallest details could help, all right?
Why don't we just get that spiral going and spare us my lies? Hmm?
We need to know what you remember so we can understand why you forget.
After that one night together, she disappeared, like she'd never existed. Hello? No last name, no number, no message, no address. Just her wine glass. Mm-hmm. It took me a while to wash it. I don't really know why. Funny, huh? As if it... Blah.
Were you expecting her to come back?
I've always been alone. It's my natural state. Since the beginning, I assumed she was like me. But something much better happened. Remember that thing I said about looking out the window, focusing on something, and letting my fingers free write?
Yes, I believe the day you met Faye, you'd chosen... a flock of birds?
Uh-huh. Yeah, good memory. At least somebody around here doesn't need a spiral to remember things. Starting that day, I made it into a routine. Some days, something interesting would come out of it. Most others, nothing would. But I decided that my next book would be a collection of short stories or vignettes in the style of Bierce or Kafka.
New book? How is it coming?
I'll tell you later. A little over a month ago. About a year since Faye's first visit. I thought it was Samuel. We'd been playing a lot of chess, and we're supposed to pick up a game we'd started the night before. Knight to B6, Sam. You're still screwed.
What did you think when you saw her?
I didn't think it was her, just someone who looked like her. But it wasn't the case.
Her name is Jenny. She's your daughter.
It wasn't surprising to you that she had the same name as your sister?
I didn't even think about it. And so, guess what she told me, Doctor?
Don't tell me she proposed to you.
Not even close. She said she was sure I was the father, that it would have been unfair not to tell me, that she didn't need my help or my money, but if I recognized her as my daughter, I could be in her life.
And if you decide not to, it's fine. We'll leave right now and you'll never see us again. But call us a taxi, please.
You didn't call one, did you?
That one you got right. And so, I looked at Jenny. I guess it goes without saying that I've never felt emotional around babies. And yet, I felt something. But, don't get the idea that I let my emotions take over. It's so easy to fool yourself in times like those. Of course, I didn't give Faye an answer. I was confused and I told her I needed time, to give me a few days. I said they could stay with me instead of at a motel.
Did she tell you anything about her life?
Apparently, she was about to start a master's in something like what you did, I guess. But she had to hit the brakes because of her pregnancy. Only child, father a widower, pretty well off, pretty old, and hoping for grandkids.
You didn't let Faye and Jenny stay in the main house?
There's just my room there. About 10 years ago, when I moved back in, Aunt Claire started visiting me a lot. So I converted the old garage into a guest house. My aunt is better if kept at a safe distance.
After that first night, did anything ever happen again between you two?
No. I don't know. It was all so strange, as if we were suddenly 20 years older. It would have been hard for me to see her that way. Not to mention how efficient we were the first time.
Did she tell you why she disappeared that first night? Did she apologize?
No, and I didn't ask her to. You have any idea how many times I've done that?
I've got the gist of it. She never told you her last name?
No last name, no address. I would have told the police. I didn't ask her for her number either. She never left the house that whole time, and I guess we were past that stage by that point.
When you slept together the first night, she said she was on birth control, didn't she? Did you talk about it afterwards?
She was sure she hadn't skipped a single day. But, of course, no method is 100% effective.
A young girl, single, with an unwanted pregnancy. She didn't think about getting an abortion?
She told me that she was going to at first, but after a few days, I think I get it.
Did Faye do anything strange? Anything that took you aback?
No. She spent the whole day with the baby, taking care of her, playing. It sounds dumb, but I was even a little jealous.
We're all dumb. How long were they here?
I've been thinking back on it these days, and I'd say it was exactly 3 weeks. They got here on a Sunday, and as you know, they disappeared on a Sunday.
Are you okay? Do you want to take a break?
No. Anyway, the first 2 weeks felt good, but then things got warped. Like my head started to rebel. Like if it was pissed off that I was doing well.
Wake up, Eddie. Wake up. Why'd you do it, sweetie?
Mom? It was Dad. He meant to.
We're doomed because of you, sweetie. You're no better than him.
Was it a recurring nightmare?
Every night. Always the same message. And the days weren't much better. I'd wake up exhausted, couldn't focus on anything. For years I hadn't thought about them constantly. I hadn't relived their deaths over and over again until...
Ed! Ed! Ed!
Huh?
Jenny's temperature is 103.6.
Huh? There's a first aid kit in your bathroom cabinet. It should have everything. Did you check if there was any Advil?
She's a baby, Ed. Let's go to the hospital. Get dressed. I'm unlocking your car. I'll wait for you in there. Why'd you take so long?
I got the book, just
This
in case.
is not the time for books! Okay, sorry. I'm just stressed out. Here. Oh, no.
I'll get them. Don't worry.
And that's it?
Until I woke up on the bridge. Yeah. It was like another one of my nightmares. It's clear as day that my car plunged down into the canyon, that the truck driver found me on the bridge, but what I remember seeing... is my dad once again choosing to abandon me. I tried to reach him without him noticing me, but... No! No! Well, we both know what I remember. Should we try what I forget?
Wake up, Eddie. Wake up. Why'd you do it, sweetie?
Focus on your sister's face, please. Is there anything unusual about it?
Her eyes, they're brown. They'd always been blue.
And do you remember what color Faye's baby's eyes are?
Brown.
Focus on your mother's face, please. Focus on her and tell me what you see.
She has Faye's face. But she's my mom.
Do you remember what time you went to bed that night?
Around 11? Very early for me, but I was exhausted.
Can you see anything unusual outside?
No, there's nothing weird.
The moon, the stars, the lake, everything's normal. Nothing missing or extra.
Nothing.
Are those the clothes you were wearing that day?
Yes,
The exact same ones?
the exact same ones.
Is there anything odd about the bathroom? Anything out of place?
No, everything is normal.
Focus on your feelings, on your body.
It's weird. I'm exhausted and at the same time full of energy. My head hurts. My neck. My eyes feel heavy and tired.
Do you recognize your father, his face?
His back is to me.
And his body?
He looks a little shorter.
Are you sure those tire marks were made by your car?
Could be.
Next to the marks, are there any footprints?
No, the ground is really dry.
Can you make out your father's features?
He's really far away. So? So? What did I tell you? Doctor, you're scaring me. Julia?
When we dream, we lose some of the details. We see certain things extremely clearly, but the rest tend to be out of focus. You remember very concrete details, including the exact time down to the minute. Doing the math, the first time you dreamt about your mother, you should have been in stage 2 of NREM sleep. The probability of dreaming during that phase is minimal.
Am I supposed to be understanding something of all that?